Show.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to episode 151 of the 580 Show. Myself, Dante Frawley. What's up, boys?
What's up?
What's going on, friends? We are here.
Yeah, late night episode, getting it in. There's a lot of strongman going on, though. Mostly, ASM is what I'm referring to, the big one.
ASM, ASW.
And I also want to kind of talk about, I don't even know how the right word to say, but backlash, criticism of the Rogue Invitational that I saw a lot this week. I don't know if you guys really care where to start. I didn't get to watch all of ASM and ASW. Was following along a lot, which I'm sure you were too. I know Lucas Hatton jumped in last minute and won.
Anyone.
Which is sick. Like, all those guys are impressive. They're pro strongmen, like in the heavyweight class, but like that's a stack class. Like I saw like Levi Strong, like
I think he got 7th.
Yeah, like he's 7th and he's really incredible. I just reference him because he's a point of reference for me because I've seen him compete at nationals last year. Speedy recovery to Bobby Thompson. That stinks.
Sure. Hopefully it wasn't anything too crazy serious.
Yeah. What was the podium for heavyweights? Remind me.
Crowder
and Kearney.
Kearney got 3rd. Yeah.
Kearney got 3rd. I thought it was Brett Thompson.
No, he got 5th.
Okay. I'm wrong then.
That's a great producer having it up, Dante. I'm proud of you. But yeah, no, like crazy. I think just watching as much as I could, the presentation looked pretty cool. I mean, could look horrible in person. You know how that goes. But like for the viewer, like the circus dumbbell ladder, I thought was super cool. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it was like a flying V. You know, you went up and then back. I thought that was super cool. Power stairs is always a cool event to me.
The Ukrainian deadlift is a cool setup.
For sure.
I mean, they've used that a number of times, but it's a cool setup. So like I get why they're using it. They're loading with kegs, which is cool.
Yeah. So and shout out to so I'm gonna butcher the last name, but he's actually on our YouTube channel. We interviewed him at Maryland's Strongest. Andrew
Pepiot,
Pepiot, however you say it. Super awesome guy. I got to meet him in Maryland this year for the first time. He's the first ever American like ASM winner for the U90.
For the U90, yeah.
So props to him.
That's awesome.
He had an awesome weekend. There was some stuff about the payments. I don't know if you guys saw like CJ Krause raised money and Strongman Corp didn't pay out for that class. I'm not involved. I'm not involved with any of that stuff. Like, so, but man, regardless where you stand on the fence with it, if they should be paid, if they shouldn't, I've heard arguments for both. I have my own opinions on it, but I mean, regardless, shout out to CJ for raising money. Like it was money that didn't affect Strongman Corp at all. And you know, I messaged CJ actually, and he paid him out right there, and that was the money they got. So I mean, props. I do think, you know, it's a really fine line. It's the first time, but I do think if you're inviting people to ASM, I do think there should be some prize money. I mean, that's just I
don't think it's unreasonable.
No, I'm not saying it needs to be. Go ahead.
Three classes got paid out, one didn't.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of iffy. I mean,
and I'm not saying it needs to be 25 grand, but like when you are flashing that pan of, hey, we're paying 25K to the men and the women,
super heavyweight men, and then it's like, okay, well, what about everything else?
Well, because I just look at it because we are in such a niche little world, and it's like 25 grand is a lot of money. So it's like, I'd be like, man, you know, like $1,000, you know, something when you guys are
at least to help pay for the travel, right?
Sure. You know, and I have seen it's really tough, and I don't want to get like crazy into the weeds about it.
Right.
People are like, well, people are paying to watch the super heavyweights. Do I think that's true? Probably. Do I think people pay the same amount of money to watch the U90s? Yeah, like the moms, the aunts. We live in such a niche world of strength sports. And the crazy thing is, like, NBA, WNBA, they have data to back that, right?
Right.
Strongman Corporation does not have data I don't even mean Strongman Corporation. Strongman, we do not have data in the sport of Strongman to say who is watching more of. You know what I mean? Like, sure, do I think it's the super heavies? Yes.
Right.
Of course. And it's a more distinguished class and it's the most weight. So yeah, but like, props to CJ, man. Like, I mean, props to really everyone that donated money to it,
Right, for sure.
They had a pretty good prize pool, I thought, considering it was off from like GoFundMe or whatever.
Yeah, like over $1,000.
Yeah.
And it's a thing where it's like, hey, you're kind of advertising us as professionals, America's Strongest Man, inviting us or starting this. So, hey, I'm happy those guys got money. And I mean, the big thing is shout out to Andrew because he was such a cool dude when we met him in Maryland. He's a really good presser.
Yeah.
Like, I think he hit a 335 axle, maybe more.
The girls had some really good presses too. The ladies did.
Yeah.
I think the open women set the axle record, and I think there was a mistake on the lightweight women that it was thought to be a record, but nonetheless, a 210 axle is still very impressive.
Yeah.
A lightweight woman. I mean, what's her name? Nadine Morrison.
Yeah.
Morrison. Okay.
She got second at nationals last year, I believe.
Okay.
That's how
she won today. She actually won before the power stairs.
Wow.
She had the win in the bag before power stairs, before the final event.
That's
pretty cool. Yep.
One thing I do think is going well with Strongman Corporation is like it seems like they're like kind of upping the social media presence. I don't know if you guys see that as well too, but they hired, I think his name's Chris Matos. Yeah, they hired him, and it seems like he's doing like some behind the scenes stuff, and it's like we're getting a lot more. I think the press release they had too, like they were like, because they announced it as a record, like you alluded to for Ollie, but it was actually Deanna Flores.
Yes.
Had it at 215.
Yep.
And it was just like a good correction. It's like, hey, we screwed up.
We messed up. We make mistakes.
Hand up. Everyone does,
I respect it.
Yeah, for sure. But no, I mean, I'd be curious to maybe get some winners on next week if we could to the pod. I mean, I don't know if we could have Lucas on. That would be awesome. Maybe get Andrew on too. Just get a couple of them and talk about, get their insight how it ran, because I always like to hear, because I wasn't there. None of us were.
Mm-hmm.
But no, that's cool. I would love to do that show eventually. Just being at the Olympia, I think it's like the same as the Arnold. Other stuff to do, bigger field.
It's way more showcase though versus the Arnold amateur.
It seems like it.
There's not nearly the athlete pool.
Yeah, that's true.
There's not as many athletes. I mean, you're talking 10 to 12 people per class.
True.
So I mean, they can really they can take their time between competitors, making sure everything's set up. Them. Sure. They're putting, it's a showcase, and I felt like they did a good job in that sense.
For sure. It seemed like everything ran pretty smooth.
Yeah.
So, like you said, a lot more manageable, I guess, too.
Right.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was kind of cool too. They got some of the top lightweights to do the U90s.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Just adding food to thought.
Yeah, for sure. I think it would be cool if it grew, get some prize money in there if there were, and I think you get some top 80s and 90s in there, I would consider doing it for sure. I've always thought, I've said it on the pod before, but like heavyweights, especially, but like now that there's the 90, I think of like the title of America's Strongest Man should mean something.
Sure.
Like, I think that carries a lot of weight. Yep. America's the number 1 country for strongman. And I think that's like a really cool title. So I'd like the idea of continuing to build it. Because it seems like, last thing I'll say about America's Strongest Man, but it seems like, it was like really high for a while. Like before we got into strongman, where like Shaw and bigger names did it. And then it like I hate to say like went downhill, because I feel like that takes away from people that won it, because everyone that won it like earned
they earned the title,
for sure, no doubt. But like it seems like the last 2 years there's been like a huge emphasis pushed on it again.
You put that prize money out there, I mean, people are going to come. It's just a reality,
for sure.
Bobby Thompson, his sole income is competing in strongman. I mean, he has to make a payday, so like he's going to show up when there's a big payout.
Right.
It makes total sense.
How did Gabe Pena do?
Not well. And
really?
I don't know why, but he did not do well, and he did not look good.
He got 10th. He got 10th out of.
He lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, he didn't.
I don't know if you guys knew that. I think he might have got. I might be misquoting. I'm sorry if I am, but I think he got injured. And did like a complete like recomp and like.
Sure.
So, but
Dante and I were talking about it while we watched. I just said, I was like, man, there's got to be something wrong here. Like something we don't know about, injury, illness, sickness, bad travel. I don't know, but he just did not look up to snuff.
Yeah. It's crazy how much different stuff can happen. Like just being literally like he could have just had the flu. Like literally.
Right. And that's why I'm not trying to jump to conclusions.
No, for sure.
Something was up. I mean,
I know just from like following him and like watching his videos, like it looks like he did like a full body recomp.
Sure.
Lost a lot of weight.
I get that.
So, yeah. But no, that's cool. I'd like to hear if you watch, what you thought, comment what you thought.
Absolutely.
If you were there, if you're a competitor, let us know. And if you're interested in coming on for sure. And then, so I don't know how in the weeds you guys are about it, but with the Rogue Invitational, it's just like, who did I talk about with it? It was me and you, right, Frawley? 150?
Yeah, we were on last week's episode. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But like throughout the week, like it was just back and forth. Like, I mean, it's with any debate, politics, strongman, anything. You got to be on the extreme side of either thing, right?
Yeah.
And it seemed like there was either like complete love for it or complete hate, and like the sides were arguing. I saw Magnus Vermagnuson put out like a big post that was like shaming everyone that was like being critical of the Rogue Invitational. Like,
okay.
And like, I'm kind of against that, because if you want the sport to grow, like if I thought the Rogue Invitational was good. I did too. I think strongman inherently, as much as I love it, is just slow and boring sometimes. Just when you're trying to put on that much of a spectacle, it's not going to be go, 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 because you want everything to be right for the athletes. But I do think you can be critical. Some people are just dicks. That's fine.
Yeah, no doubt.
But we know that, for sure, right? Like everyone knows that. But I do think you can be critical, but like still be thankful for Rogue. Like I don't know why the two have to be like completely on the opposite sides of the spectrum. Like if I didn't like something last week, I don't know why that doesn't mean like that I don't like Rogue and appreciate Rogue. I think it's sweet what Rogue's doing.
Yeah,
dude, the payout was like $156,000 for the podium.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
or for the people that got paid.
Hooper won $145,000.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
What was Dante? See if you can go on Instagram and see what the total, because I'm pretty sure they posted a check of all the money that was paid out to the strongman.
Okay.
But like, dude, I think it's awesome that Rogue's involving. Rogue has no. That's one thing I've always hated about strongman, or not hated, but that we feel like we're just completely owed a seat at the table and we're owed everything. And it's like, I think it's awesome that Rogue has chosen to include strongman. I think it will be a huge benefit to him. I think strongman's really cool, and I think it's an awesome partnership with CrossFit. I think it's like a cool. I think both like go together really well as a spectators and can work together. But on the other hand of like Magnus, like I think people can be critical of it and be valid with it, but still appreciate Rogue.
Oh, like 100%.
Because Rogue's new, they've been making strongman equipment, sure, but they're new to promoting strongman.
Yeah.
I learned something, and this is a wild comparison, but at a much smaller scale, I learned something at every show I promote that I apply then to the next show. Sure. This is Rogue's second or third strongman comp.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, they're gonna have stuff that they probably want back. Also, they had a battle with weather all weekend.
Yeah. I also think social media makes that division look way worse than it really is.
For sure.
If you talk with people in person and actually discuss just the topic in general, like the polarization is not that dramatic, right? Like it's like if I put it, like you're saying, it's either black or white. Like yes or no. Like you're saying, it's either you hate the show or you love the show, and I'm not critical or I am critical, and it was the worst thing ever, the best thing ever. Like if you actually get out of the comments and discuss this with people in person, like most people can be like, yeah, man, like I really love what Rogue's doing, but they didn't really do that great this year. They got to do a little bit better next year, right?
For sure.
And that's what I think the takeaway for most people would be.
Right. And like, for sure. And I think Rogue would, it's exactly what you're saying. It's like the loud minority on social media. And like, that's what's crazy is like, you know, there can be 1,000 comments and 5 are bad. And but I will say, like, I did go through the posts just before the episode to look at like the comments, and there's some really bad comments on there, man. Like,
I believe it.
Nothing like nothing of like substance or like to help. Just like, man, you guys sucked, and like you need to do better. And it's like, okay. It's like, okay, well, we gave out, I don't know if you saw how much it was, Dante. I don't know.
$146,159.14.
Okay, so that's 146 and some change thousand more than any of these people have ever given out in strong.
Yeah, right.
So, and also think about the amount of money they spent on the implements.
Right.
I mean, they're trying to make them cool, which I appreciate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But then
sometimes
on the other hand,
bad one.
Right. But exactly.
Sometimes.
And you can also say all that stuff and be like, but I do wish they didn't do this event because it put the athletes in harm, or you know what I mean? And I really think and hope that Rogue takes that and they're like, yeah, let's just.
And I think they will. I don't think anybody's going to be more critical of Rogue than Rogue.
Right. 100%.
Like they're going to look at this and say, yeah, we can't have this happen again. Like, let's figure this out. Let's go through it. Like we said last week, additional testing, right? What are we going to do if it rains? What are we going to do if blah, blah, like much more, you live and you learn, you know?
Right. For sure. I mean, I'm sure they probably have someone like this, but like having like almost like an advisor, like someone that's like really close to like the sport that can help almost.
I bet they do.
Like make
I
the
don't know who
matrix.
Yeah.
I mean, I know like Ode Haugen was there, and Steve Slater is like super involved.
That's
but like I don't like I have no idea how involved. I know nothing about this.
Sure.
But I think just having someone like that, they're like, hey, does this event make sense? Is it like?
I mean, Brian Shaw was helping them test the Iron Bull sled.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
You know so they have people involved. It's just, you know, that's what that event was supposed to be in the middle of the field.
Right. 100%.
Right. And they moved it into the concourse. Like, I'm sure the rain and the humidity played a factor too. And that's not getting talked about.
For sure.
The humidity is going to make the wood swell too.
Yeah.
So
I do also think sometimes like simpler can be better.
I agree with that.
Like in strongman, like, you know.
To some degree. Yep.
Yeah, for sure. You know
what event? Discourage like the deadlift implement.
Right.
The deadlift implement's incredible.
Right. Like, you know what event was my favorite that I've ever seen Rogue do was last year, and it was probably their most simple event, was the yoke into the log.
Yeah, that was cool.
You remember that? And it was just literally a yoke into a normal log for like, I can't remember if the yoke was reps or it was 3 reps. And when they hit 3 reps, they were done.
Yeah, it was 3.
Something weird like that. Like it was like a 50-foot yoke. And then once they got 3 reps on the log.
Yeah, it was 1,000-pound yoke. And then they had to do a triple with the 360 log.
Yeah. So I think sometimes like the super cool, like the big spectacle events are awesome, but I would like have to almost just be like,
there's risk reward to it, right?
For sure. The risk, we saw it with that.
If you nail it, the arm over arm roller coaster is awesome.
I freaking love that event.
But the Iron Bull sled bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Just burn it. Just throw it away.
Yeah. It's just you live and you learn. You know, like sure. But when you hit the ball out of the park, it goes. Right. It's 500-foot home run.
But yeah.
Pretty cool.
For sure. And like, you know, just everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I watched it all and I thought it was pretty awesome. Like, I'll be honest, like if I didn't see social media, I would have thought everyone kind of thought it was cool.
That's literally how I felt.
I also would have never noticed the Iron Bull thing. Like people
not to the degree that I paid attention to it.
No. But yeah, I don't know. Iron Bull's probably out. Everything else was pretty cool.
Right.
Did Trey Mitchell officially hold on once? Did Trey Mitchell officially tear? Did he tear his Achilles?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
He did on Iron
Bull. See, that sucks because I saw people say like the way it was designed and stuff. Like that sucks. Speedier cut. He's one of my favorite guys to watch.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Dante? I'm sorry.
I'm saying I'm looking on the website like with the prize purse and it shows you like everything that goes into the prize purse. Like $5 per attendee's ticket was added to the purse.
Oh, that's cool.
10% of the online registration qualifiers are added to the purse.
What is that?
$5 for every T-shirt, like the queue. I don't know. Frawley probably knows more about that.
The online, I think that's
I don't know anything about that, to be honest.
The online thing. I think that might be. Do you guys know how they do like quarterly or something? They do like a challenge.
Yeah.
Like they do like they'll do one that's like for men like a 220-pound sandbag like max bear hug. Maybe that's what they mean. If someone knows, just comment because I may be completely.
And there's like they use Bitcoin and any appreciation or depreciation from that coin gets added to the purse. But the thing about the strongman too, all 10 people got money. So like the 10th place got 0.27% of the purse, and that was $4,000.
Yeah. See, like
wow. So you're taking last place and you're getting.
Yeah, that's cool. And those guys should make money. Those guys should make real money.
Yeah, of course. The CrossFit side made more. They made like $280,000.
But that's why people are there.
But still, like this is great for strongman. You don't see this ever.
When you're talking about legitimately real money, like $4,000 isn't life-changing money, but that's what people make in a month, at their jobs, like take home and you get that for getting last. I mean, obviously you're the best last of the best, but like what do they have a tier system, Dante?
It's percentage of purse.
So what was like sixth place?
Sixth place was like 10,000, which was 0.63% of the purse.
See, you're getting to a point now. Yeah. So you're getting to a point. It's like the high tide.
Yeah. Top three
rises all ships.
Top third place got 2.69%, which is $43,800. But then like fourth place, you get 0.9% of purse.
2.6%?
2.69% of the purse.
$43,000?
Yes.
That doesn't make sense.
I'm just looking at the website. It says prize purse breakdown under strongman.
Because that would make the payout like over $1 million.
Well, they started with $1 million. The prize purse is locked with a minimum value of $1,275,000.
Wait, how much did Mitchell Hooper get paid?
$146,000.
It's almost funner just to ask these, so Dante has to say big numbers. So okay, so
the prize purse is over $1 million total
for CrossFit and strongman.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, so Mitchell Hooper took home $144K.
Yeah, 146.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we were saying that was the entire purse.
No,
that was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude, that's a huge payday.
So they paid strongmen over like a $250,000.
Oh yeah,
close to. How much did second place get?
73,000.
Oh, so they paid over $250,000.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Holy crap! That almost makes me take Rogue side now.
I mean, yeah.
Not bad,
but like, hey, we paid you.
Not like 146 is bad, but like I thought it was 146 total.
No,
that's Hooper.
Wow.
Like Hooper got
the minimum value was $1,275,000 before like the shirt sales.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like, so I get it. They might have messed up, but like, don't forget all the good things here. Like, come on.
Yeah. So I wonder, and this is getting really into the weeds, but I wonder. So like, okay, say this is a good example because Frawley and his wife Frawley does strongman and Leah does CrossFit. I wonder if like you guys go to the Rogue Invitational and you guys like go to the Rogue merch booth to buy these shirts. I wonder, like, did they have shirts that like the proceed went to CrossFit and then the proceed went to strongman? Or did
it all comes from the same pool.
See, that is really cool. And people that hate on CrossFit,
I have the total prize pool right here. The total prize pool was $1,628,071.
Hold on, start over.
$1,628,071.17. Sorry, it's late. I can't talk. My dyslexia,
Yeah. No, it's okay. We're just gonna have a new segment where Dante just reads us money.
Yeah. So the baseline was 1,275,000, and it ended up being 1,628,000. So just insane. In those 2 days of like sales and sponsorships.
So a random dorky CrossFitter like Cuzzy goes to the Rogue Invitational and he buys just a shirt. That goes to the strongman.
$5 of that goes towards that.
That is so cool. Hey man,
I think a lot of companies could learn from that.
For sure.
Like I wouldn't mind going to like nationals or something one day. I'm just saying theoretically. And $5 from this shirt that I buy might go towards like a prize pool. It might not be a big prize pool, but it could be something. It could cover someone's like travel expenses or something. Like I don't know. I'm just saying like this is a good like this way the way they rid everything out. It's kind of like inspiring. Like I think other people can learn from that.
Well, you know what? Luke Davies actually did that big this year. What's that?
His last name is Davis. Everybody says Davies.
Oh,
Luke Davis. Yeah.
Oh. Well, he did a really good job with that this year with the chaos. Everything that they sold went straight to the athlete's prize pool.
That's awesome.
So that's awesome. How they did shirts with the athletes' names on the back. Clash does that, or PSL does that with, I think recently I think at like the U80 show, even if like you didn't podium, but you sold over a certain amount of shirts, you got money at the show, no matter how you placed. So, hey, people are buying your shirts. Thank you. Here's some extra money to help with their travel. So,
that's what happens when people buy their favorite NFL player's jersey. They get money from it.
Yeah, for sure. So,
like, true.
Technically, I wouldn't mind spending $10 extra to sign up if it meant like the winners of like a show got some kind of payout. I personally wouldn't think that would be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. If you want to charge me $10 extra on management fee to pay out some money, I'm good with it.
For sure.
I think about that for nationals. Like if we did that for nationals.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder, this is a random question, but it just came to my brain. As competitors, I'm curious what people think about this. I would love to see you comment, or just if you don't want to comment, DM us. But like, would you rather a show that you're going to have like nationals bids, Arnold's bids, or be a same quality show, as big of a show, but it's unsanctioned, but everyone's guaranteed to make money, like the podium for the open classes? I'm curious what people would think. I think people would still choose nationals and like that stuff, but like,
I think
the payout value matters.
I
think the caliber of athlete matters.
Okay,
I don't think people are going to go to a show and try to like over like an Arnold bid show just for $100 prize. I don't think.
No, okay, right. No, it wouldn't be $100. Okay, Frothy, say there was a show and you could either have nationals bids.
Yep.
Or the podium for your class got $500 for first, $250 for second, and $100 for third. I'd be curious what people would do.
I think that's a pretty fair comparison.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just literally thinking about it. I just came to my mind when we were talking about it. I'd be curious what people would choose. People like experiences more and like to say they qualify.
People do like experiences, but I also like when my experience gets paid for.
Yeah.
Or at least assisted in payment.
For sure. Mm-hmm. And also, if it's a non-sanctioned show, you're not paying like a membership.
Right.
You're not paying.
You're just paying the entry fee, really, and travel to get there.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'd be curious. So,
yeah.
But, yeah, that's a good episode, boys. We will see everyone. We have the giveaway is like finally almost over.
How many more do we need?
Like I'm looking up
under
live
40.
Right now.
Under 40 subscribers.
We have you guys 659 right now.
So we need 41 subscribers.
Yeah.
Tell your friends, tell your family.
Yeah. If you guys can, we have literally the best strongman giveaway I've ever seen on YouTube or anyone do. Literally, we are giving away so much shit. And all you have to do is go subscribe to 580 Barbell on YouTube, watch the video that says 580 Strongman giveaway, and comment on it. Like, it's very easy. You have to be subscribed. Literally, comment, subscribe. That's it.
You guys are getting more bang than your buck than most of these high quality companies are giving you guys.
Honestly. And it is a random drawing. Like we have merch from multiple companies, free coaching in there, a free entry to any show from world level show to a local show, no matter what your class is, it's randomly selected with some extra cash to help with your travel. Like it is a pretty freaking great giveaway. Free pre-workout, free liquid chalk. So yeah, if you're listening, tell a friend, subscribe, and it's going to be over hopefully soon.
Tell your dog, make your dog a YouTube and subscribe.
Yeah, please.
Like, come on.
World's Strongest Dog is coming up. Can't forget that.
Please. We need this done. We need this done within the next 2 weeks.
Please.
So yeah, do us a favor, subscribe. We appreciate it. It's really awesome. Like I was at a show today. I told you guys offline. Someone just said, "Hey, 580 show," like just in passing. Like it's really cool. So we do appreciate it so much. And we'll see you guys for episode 152.
Later.
See you guys.